You know what's interesting, you guys, is how with Mkhwanazi's media briefing, for me, what's interesting right now is how there are people who are questioning whether Mkhwanazi had a right to call the media briefing, whether it was professional of him to talk about the minister. I mean, the minister being his boss, was a professional and appropriate for him to talk about him in that way. But in the regalia, the uniform that he was wearing, why was he wearing that uniform? Did he have? Is he allowed to wear that uniform? Why did he have to carry such, or have people carry such big guns around him while he was delivering that speech, or while he was doing that briefing of the media, and like things that I'm like, guys, but shouldn't our concern be what he was talking about? Like, I don't feel like those things are that important, but people want to focus on that. What about what he was saying? What about the crimes that he was talking about, the corruption that he was talking about? Are we really going to be concerned about what he was wearing, whether he was respectful, whether he was professional or not? When he was exposing corruption in our country, something that we have been waiting for a long time. We've been waiting for leaders that will stand up and say, this is not acceptable. These are the people that are involved in corruption, and something needs to be done. I don't understand that whole thing. Also, I don't understand these media houses now that had interviews that they had done with him, where he was revealing the very same thing that he revealed at the media briefing. They had the interviews, they had the recordings, or the recording, and they never broadcasted what he said, because that's questionable. If he had already sat down with certain journalists and revealed what he revealed at the media briefing, and they never broadcasted it, number one, it's also something to look at. How do these media houses run their business honestly? Why would they not broadcast those interviews? And now, with them posting these interviews that were done way before he did the media briefing, what's the point of you posting the interview now? Because now we do have the media briefing. You are just exposing yourself that you were sitting on this information that he had already revealed long ago, and you did not post it. Like, I don't understand that, you guys. What's going on in our country, So someone had said that if Mkhwanazi made a decision to call the media briefing like that, that means that he had tried other means to expose the situation. It probably was his last resort to call the media briefing. Maybe he had tried to report, he had tried to be like the professional, and people didn't do anything. Then he decided to do the media briefing, where now people are going to be forced to comment on these things. They're going to be forced to act on these things, and maybe it really was his last resort. Now, with the interviews that are being posted, where they were done before the media briefing, but now they are being posted now, that is proof really that he had tried to expose this thing before the media briefing, but nothing was done. Okay, it really is proof. Now, you guys, with our president, because the last time they mentioned, they said that he was out of the country. I don't know if he is back. Of course, listen, if you are a zookeeper, okay, and they call you and they say, listen, A few of, the lions have run out of the zoo. Okay, you are going to check in. You're going to come back to the zoo and see what's going on. Okay, I don't know, you guys. I feel like this is one of those things that you should have just been like, okay, let me just go back, because we need to hear what the president is going to say about the situation. We need to know what are they going to do about it. Okay, what are they going to do about it? Then, you guys, the whole thing of now the minister responding and saying that he said that, listen, the last one that I saw, his response, he said, listen, I haven't had the time to watch TV, and but we will sit down and watch, and then we will apply our minds. Now I'm like, listen, if somebody told me that a whole commissioner of the police in KZN was doing a media briefing and my name was coming up more than once, I'm sitting down to watch that interview. I mean, he was saying he didn't have time to watch TV. It's on YouTube, sir. Okay? I was like, what did Candy Berry say in Real Housewives of Atlanta? The lies, the lies, the lies. Because, guys, like, I don't understand. Like, something that serious, you are saying you did not have time to watch TV. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, listen, I do feel like, you guys, his life might not be safe, Mkhwanazi, because of what he revealed. But as a South African, I do appreciate the fact that there are people who are put in positions where they actually go all out to do the job that they've been put in that position to do. But it also, I think, shows us, Wuti, there are people that might try to do their job when they're put in positions, but it's very, very difficult, because it does look like you don't easily get support when you want to expose such things. And sometimes to save your job, and sometimes to just save your life, you might just give up and be like, okay. Because if you've done interviews with certain media houses and they just don't want to broadcast what you want to reveal, and someone else might be like, okay, I did the best that I could, and it ends here for me, let me move on with my life. Okay. Now, you guys, there are people that are saying that if they don't do anything about this information, or if they end up removing Mkhwanazi from his position because of this whole thing, that bazohamba bayotap. Guys, listen, I might just tap myself if they remove Mkhwanazi, okay? I did not tap last time, but I might just consider tapping, because I do feel like he's doing a good job, you guys. And in fact, I wish that he was the minister, not to say anything about the minister that we have, because of course we are still waiting for his official response, or minister, what is he going to say about the situation. But listen, if we are because I do feel like they need to keep him where he is, because he's doing such a good job. Also, you guys, another thing is that there isn't like a lot of people that are saying good job Mkhwanazi. I guess if you are in such a position, you don't get that a lot. There isn't people are not saying this guy is really doing a good job. People are trying to see something wrong about how he handled the media briefing, are trying to see something wrong with, why did he mention the minister? Why did he talk about the minister in that way? Can we get somebody that's just going to admit that this person is doing a good job in his position, especially considering that we've had other commissioners before that were like, but I guess maybe it just comes with the position that it's easy for people to criticize when it comes to that job than to actually give you your flowers and be like, you really are working, you really are doing your job. And maybe you guys, the other politicians are just like, the politicians and the leaders are just scared to say that Mkhwanazi is doing a good job, because maybe next week he'll be holding another media briefing and exposing them. So they're like, listen, I don't even want to comment on this thing. Anyway, you guys, I do feel like I cannot wait for the president to officially, tell us what's going to happen moving forward. I cannot wait for the official comment or response from the minister himself. I know he's about to apply his mind. I can't wait for him to finally apply his mind to the situation and see what's going to happen. Okay. Now, you guys remember when I did that story, and when the suspect was arrested and the court situation, and I did say that, guys, they did say that this guy is a very dangerous person. I even said in my video that I wasn't going to comment much because I liked my life. Did you see that is the same person that is being mentioned here? So yeah. Anyway, I think nothing about that situation. Anyway, you guys, listen, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this whole situation here, okay? And do you think that government or president will do something about all of this that has been revealed, the corruption that has been revealed? And because in South Africa, sometimes when something like this happens, they will be like, we are going to appoint a committee that is going to do the investigation. And you're like, but it's already been investigated and they're saying there's corruption. And then they will appoint another committee to investigate the investigation. And then they investigate forever until we forget. So I don't know, guys. I can't wait to find out, is anything going to be done about this situation, okay? But in South Africa, guys, we live in a zoo, and a zookeeper, Ramaphosa, sometimes he be forgetting that he has, a zoo to run, okay? Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Ngithanda kakhulu.